Hope you're doing still well. Your day wasn't ruined as much as mine was. So, let's start. GZ Doom time. Woo. Ah, we're back. Oh, this is nice. So I think we are only needing like the violet one still. But yeah, today was a bit of a shit day actually for me. I mean, not a lot of sleep on one hand, but then it's too egregious on me. City 22. Ah. Oh, ooh. Dual pistols, I see. That sounds nice. But yeah. Basically what happened is, for everyone who doesn't know, wowsy. So basically now, officially it was that, it's official now. The EA is getting bought up, and it's just fucking depressing. Like, everything about this? Like, basically I know, I just have like one more year, you know, enjoying, you know, a game series that is kind of important to me. And that sucks. Like, it just sucks. I know probably a lot of people are like, oh, how important can that be? And like, I mean, pretty. Like, I know not everyone is like a big shooter fan, and that's fine, you know? I'm not gonna be someone who's like, oh, you need to enjoy this and that also. But like, for me, this was, like, Battlefield was a series it was just pretty important to me, you know? Basically, I said it already on Blue Sky, but I would have died, very likely, if I didn't play it. It was the one series where I was able to make friends, you know, have someone there. Oh, wait a second. That's how you would. And now I see like, now I hear like, oh, oh hey, fucking Saudi Arabia is buying it up. It's just like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? Like, you know what the worst part is? This is like legitimately targeted destruction. Like, nothing about this deal makes sense, and it's going to be like a fucking... It should be such a fucking disgrace if it ever goes through, because it's like destruction with an announcement. I mean, they just don't you know, put it lightly, you know. Private equity is shit that should be like illegal, period. Like, the fact that you literally can just ooh. The fact that you can just... Can we just, by the way, point out that there was actually a secret behind the waterfall? Just not the waterfall we expected? Nice. But yeah, I sit there and I'm just sad and frustrated, actually. Because, yeah, they're gonna die. Because some dipshits lended money, and now they are going to have... Oh, we're doing Duke Nukem now. I see. I like this. It was pretty good waterfall, yeah. But yeah. Nice. Very nice, actually. But yeah, I'm just pissed because I know there is a weird crusade by people and a weird smugness to be like, oh, I never liked them and I boycotted them already, and it's like, fuck you. This is like the dumbest shit to say ever when, you know, you look at a company that is probably one of the few that has like a very consistent pro-queer track record in the industry. From the big ones, by the way. Like, now you're just like, oh, well, you know, I thought they were always evil. And like, no, they aren't, you dipshits. Like, that's what makes me angry, you know? Big companies are big companies. But when you go, okay, and keep saying some bullshit about EA is the worst company ever and just makes bad games, and then, you know, unquestionably buy every, you know, game from Nintendo, a company that literally put a guy in debt slavery. What the fuck? What are we talking about here? Oh wow, this is actually a level I got full cleared. All secrets. But yeah. It's just so dumb because like yeah, I've made really like actually long-lasting friendships playing Battlefield. I still have contact with these people. It's pretty yes, it is important to me, even if it's just a you know, basically a multiplayer shooter. It happens. But also I don't know how to put this, but I'm angry. I'm legitimately angry. Because, like, in all earnestness... Yeah. This is just a destructive thing. Like, I'm sorry. I do hope the regulatory bodies will just fucking nuke this deal. Because... Seriously? Again, how is it legal that a company can go, oh yeah, you know, we're going to buy this company, but we're buying it with money the company we're buying is borrowing. Like, what the actual shit is this? What kind of insane thing is this? Especially considering that the amount of money on the table here is so much, they will never be able to recuperate that. The interest is worse. Like, the interest is more than they make. And that's, you know, from a company that is actually really fucking stable. But, you know, then you realize this is targeted destruction because these people do not want to have a stable company. They do not want to, you know, run a business. What they want is, well, one party definitely wants to have the sports games. So they are going and probably just gonna destroy the company so they can buy them cheap and then name them, you know, FIFA again, because it's just a really nice propaganda. Because we want to have our greenwashing campaign and for cheap, and because none of them will have any debt, none of them will have any consequences, because the debt will be shouldered by the company they bought, which is apparently just fucking legal. Seriously, how is that legal? It's just... Yeah. Battlefield 6 is out next week. I will still play it. I will still try to enjoy it. Probably you can probably judge me, you know, like, oh, you gave them money, but like, I don't care at this point. We work with Vernon for my reality. Oh my god, you know what? That's the thing, Hypernox. This is why I'm saying this is targeted destruction, because they know this is bullshit. Okay? They know. Because what happens is here, as I said to you, these people, like Jared Kushner, probably is just like, hey, I can destroy a pesky pro-queer company. Because, like, that's the thing. EA was more pro-queer than most AAA companies out there. Period. And you can ask why or how, but like... but the reality is, they were. You can just play a character that is trans in, you know, the latest Dragon Age. The fucking Sims. Those are things that, you know, don't just go through without nothing. Most of the devs had a lot of free, you know, freedom to just make what they want. Like, it's so funny to me that people nowadays just see, for example, Battlefield 1 as a thing that just, oh yeah, that happened, that is just a dot, that is just, yeah. You know, and not like, before that game came out, the idea of, World War I games was like seen as, no, they will never do anything good, and then you hear from behind that investors were like, yeah, that could never sell. It's World War I. Don't do it. And then they, you know, then the CEOs were like, no, fuck you. These devs have a vision, and you and if you trust us, it's gonna make money. And it made fucking money. Like. And this company is gonna be gone. This sucks. This sucks on so many levels. And yeah, I know, there are more games out there. I will have games to play. I just hate that, again, the series I played that literally was the reason I didn't do... And you know what, I will use the word, I, you know, didn't fucking kill myself, I didn't commit suicide. It's now gonna be gone. Cool. Hey! It just sucks. We live in a shit world. And yeah, I still played Silent Hill F yesterday. It was fun. Again, there are gonna be more games for me to play. There are gonna be co-op games out there I can play with people. I can show off. Hell, you know, if I need some fucking content to replace the amount of Battlefield I still want to stream while, you know, EA is not shit yet and not completely brought up, I still could return to Payday 2. There's still some heists we haven't done on Death Sentence 1 Down.
Yeah.
And I know some people that follow me who are also streamers who play Payday 2, so like, hey.
Until the new DLCs for them.
Oh my god, you know what, that's the one thing I really need to ask myself. If they actually make new DLC for Payday 2, and they are scummy right now. Yes or no? Because to a degree, Starbreeze is still Starbreeze. But it's like...
You mean fucking up their own IP in multiple ways?
Yes! Fucking them up insanely, even Payday 2, but like... Do I want to play more Payday 2? Technically, yes.
I think lots of people in power should not be.
Yeah.
It's so easy to not fuck up Payday, and they managed to anyway.
I am amazed that this was even possible. Like, here's the thing. I know you're, a few of you are probably new to the channel. But like, over the last year, I did spend actually covering Payday 3 because I had... There were reasons I got the gold edition. Which is, you know, just, yeah. And... It was just pretty depressing, even if the game got in a better playable state. So, that's that. But, effectively, for me, I currently look at the sale because they, you know, for the second year they basically brought out a character pack and 2 heists, all paid. And now I'm sitting here being like, Should I just spend those $13 for like a final stream just to be like, nope, this game really was not worth anything? 'Cause maybe. Is this thing called a burger drone? But like, yeah, no, sorry. You know the dumbest part about this, the AI thing is, by the way? Because I guarantee you, they just put this one out to actually get some idiots on board to financing this buyout. Because the buyout makes no sense if you have just the slightest idea. And you know what? They probably know this as well. Because the one AI thing that was shown by EA was so utterly fake, and nothing in the last years of how the company made games and all showed any sign that they really believe in this, which makes me just legitimately question how the fuck did they what happened here? And what I think happens again, right-wingers want to shut down the company. Saudi Arabia wants to get certain games and studios basically for free. And the rest are dumb idiots who didn't even, who thought like, who got duped into, no. AI is just gonna save everything. Like, everything these people wrote down there is stupid. And they know that. They know that, you know, you can't just do that. You can't just say, yeah, you know, our games will totally be play tested by AI, and you're like, this is gonna be the worst game release ever. All time. Oh. Yeah. Payday 3. I'm still debating. Should I do it? Would you be interested in that? That goes out to the whole chat. Would you actually be interested in me doing like a final posthumous, this is where this game ended up stream?
Well, you don't have the new DLC.
That's the thing. Because
I don't think you will buy it.
Honestly, if enough people say please do that, this would sound fun. I guess. But only if enough people say yes. Or, you know, sponsored, I don't know. Who cares? It's just... At least we can still play Payday 2, you know? There's also probably the morbid, there's also maybe the idea that, you know, depending... If we're not completely wrong... that Back 4 Blood 2 might become a thing. And I mean, at least there it seems that the devs are still the same, and this could actually be good from the start.
Back 4 Blood turned around in the end.
It turned really around. Like, honestly, this is also one of those games I wish if we had more people to play with, like 2 more. If we could just make, you know, one, hey, let's get all the, you know, every scenario's on the hardest difficulty done. Even if it would mean, you know, there's some prepare streams where, you know, we get everyone to have the resources to even do that. Because it's a good game. Like, seriously, if you really think Back 4 Blood was, you know, not a good game or so, try it again. The last update was legitimately a really good one because they okay,
switched from the pretend card system to a perk system.
Okay, yeah, basically just to say what the idea was at this at launch and what it is now, which is the sensible thing. The idea was that you basically have a quote-unquote card deck. It's a perk deck basically. But the idea was with every single level you play, you could pull another card, and so you know, you have like always 3 from your deck at random. And I think the first 3 or 5 are always active in the beginning. So like that was the idea. And you sometimes get some extra random cards on top.
That kind of led to 3 people could play the game and 1 person had a support deck.
Yeah, it basically was just that, yeah. It was a very slow game as well. Like, yeah, it was hard, but like hard in the sense of all the fun stuff, aka, you know, builds. We're basically locked behind playtime. This is also why the episodes in the beginning are so long and sometimes loop again. Even though I think they do some interesting things with this layout and setup, it's just
No.
And now they just we're like, no, you have 15 cards. They're all activated from the beginning. You only get more cards. And that's cool. Like, I mean, generally it's just like, oh hey, you have 15 perks. 15 perks and they're all activated, so you can just build with the character you're playing. You can just build something from the start. And that's much more fun because you can just go, okay, hey, let's go for this, you know, let's go for, oh my, oh,
Hey.
yeah. You know, like, oh hey, I use this healer-focused character, and then, you know, you could maybe give them a build focused on ranged weapons, or a build focused on
Healing everyone with melee, for example.
yeah, or you know,
That's what I play.
yeah, like the melee builds are genuinely really fun because like there's an interesting thing about the dynamic, because they basically looked at melee in like Left 4 Dead 2 and we're like, okay, hey, we're putting some stuff in that makes it less strong, but then, you know, you get the perk cards that actually make it that let you work around that. But yeah, it's a fun game. I highly recommend it at this point because like you can get it for like $10 nowadays. And that's like, what do you want more? And yeah, in the end, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, what can we do? You know, to a degree, I just try to see this whole situation as not positively, but like rational as possible. Like, there was always this thing why I also was to a degree into mapping and stuff, is that, you know, I always to a degree wanted to work at least a little bit on the Battlefield series. Yes, you know, if that's a game that, you know, if there's a game that just was there for you in some way, no matter if it wasn't, you know, intended or not, I want to give back. And I mean, I will do some Portal stuff, I will stream, but when it comes to developing and stuff, hey, there's a reason I'm doing Godot right now. I don't know if I ever get anywhere, but like, hey, the best thing I can do now? Maybe sit down and just at some point with other people make an independent multiplayer game. Like, there's definitely gonna be some demand for that, I can guarantee you. And like, I mean, I don't even mean in the, you know, oh hey, we're making another realistic thing. No, like, actually just a good classic multiplayer game people can play and have fun, that's a bit more arcade, it's a bit more relaxed. Those are probably gonna be very bad in the future, so might as well get onto that.
You can look forward to it.
Wait, I didn't hear you. So what did you say?
I said there's one thing you can still look forward to in
What?
terms of games. The new God of War might be good.
Hey, I guess,
After they remastered Soulstorm for some reason,
I guess the universe give it and the universe take it. It looks good, yeah. I'm genuinely interested now. Like the
I'm just hopefully optimistic, but okay.
what?
I'm just hopefully optimistic, but okay.
Yeah, definitely. I am definitely also more optimistic considering what the devs said at Tokyo Game Show. So. Yeah, who even wants games anymore, I guess.
Hmm?
I mean, in the sense of, I guess nowadays a lot of games are just, either, like, insanely misdesigned for some reason. And you have, the fucking, or you have, like, fucking Saudi Arabia just buying them. And, like, what are we doing here? What is the fucking purpose behind everything nowadays?
Seizing the means of production.
Yeah.
I think that answer was obvious, right?
The answer was very obvious. You are completely right. I mean,
If we're just using the resources of this planet to give everyone a better life, so that people have to work less, especially meaningless jobs, we can share the jobs that need to be done, and then we can do more of the things we want to do, like designing games, for example,
yeah.
and making music. Reading the book. Licking Cheetos and sticking them together.
What?
Things you might want to do just because you want to.
That is fair.
Like, I started with the more, like, cultural thingies, but not everyone wants to do those. Some people just want to do something else.
Yeah. And then we just sit there. Basically, but yeah, right now we just sit there and basically have to hear bullshit like AI will just cut down costs. Like, let's just not forget that some of this shit they're proposing is just gonna be illegal in the future. Like,
Well, if it's illegal or not doesn't matter. The first thing you have to ask is any of this even possibly true? And yes,
No.
it is most of the time.
because like they're like, oh, we can just cut development costs. For what? From what? The code?
AI slop.
First of all, AIs can't really code that well. Part one. Not the complex games. Okay? Like, but then, design process? Really? Do you want things to be designed by AIs? Like, we already have people who just regurgitate, like, literally absolute dumb shit just because it was done somewhere else. Again, Payday 3. And you want AIs to do that? And like, oh, we can save on voice actors, so everything will sound bad. We can just playtest with AI, so everything will just be horribly bugged. I don't know. Thanks that you're here at least. Right. Everyone, she's here anyway. Welcome, Lagonia Activity.
I was just thinking of going away, but okay.
Don't leave me alone being depressed about the state of the world.
If you get in better programming, you can make at least some okayish games.
Ivanox, you're not helping with that suggestion. Even if it's sadly true.
I mean, in the end, let's be real, it will be free-to-play stuff, and most of the quote-unquote players will be played by someone else's AI to grind.
You know what?
That's why the free-to-play games will be more optimized for AI to play better and not for entertainment anymore. And so everybody else uses AI to grind for them.
You know what? Thanks that you both basically just upgraded dead internet theory to dead game theory. You know what? I hate this. I fucking hate this. It's just everything is wrong with that. Everything.
Well, the good thing is, if enough people come together and say no, then we can technically change that. Problem is, we need enough people.
Yeah. Considering if a bunch are already like very smug and like, I'm just not buying. I was always against them. Like, yeah, cool, you will not save jobs. You will just lament. You will use it to be like, look what happens to those poor companies. But you will not do anything about it.
I think they're just trying to be right in hindsight. Quote unquote.
It's just self-grandizing. It's like posturing.
I mean, people have brain rot anyway.
Yeah.
We just learned that Monsanto wired this vote because Ahmed made X in the story. I find it incredibly funny.
Why did you just give me instant extra psychic damage on top of that by just saying, Aqua definitely doesn't wipe, so that should cancel it out. Like, what the fuck?
According to their logic, it should. But then I thought about it. Most animals wipe in some way.
You just made this, you're not making this any less cursed, you know that.
I find it just incredibly funny that people like that exist. It is sad, don't get me wrong. But, you know, there is some morbid humor in it.
It is, but like... It's the same about people saying One Piece isn't political and... Like... you know...
If you have the media literacy of a 3-year-old, maybe.
I want to be honest with you here. If you think One Piece isn't political, and also you think Holy Jones was a bad villain, then hey, bad news. Holy Jones was a 4chaner. He was you. Because Holy Jones is a hateful, disgusting person that just wants to be on top, and he has no motivation. He literally says he's they literally say he's empty. He is just someone there to gain power.
I think most people know that One Piece is political. I think they're just pretending it isn't.
I mean,
either because it makes them uncomfortable or because they actually want to advance their own agenda.
I mean, let's just be real here. Most white people do not want to actually deal with the fact that a lot of anime are highly political. Manga and anime.
I don't get that. As a person that happens to be white, I'm the person least affected by most.
You're not cis male.
Yeah, I'm not cis male. I'm not that unaffected. I'm still pretty much unaffected. I'm not in a country where I'm after that or something.
But like the thing is that they basically are. What basically is going on here is that they say that some people just keep, you know, making videos about how this is totally not political because it's one of those self-reaffirming things. Because when you really do not want to actually engage with the idea that shit is political, one of the things is that you need to keep telling yourself that it isn't political. So yeah, if you ever wonder, oh hey, why do some of these people just have like gigantic YouTube channels going through every chapter and all of that, that's why. Because they want to reaffirm themselves that it isn't political.
And I'm surprised that they know that.
If they know. On some...
You know what I never saw in those boomer shooters?
Mm-hmm.
An enemy that just sometimes shoots where you will be. Like the anti-circle strafing bot.
Hard to program. Probably. I would have no idea how I would tackle that type of enemy.
Technically, I don't know how to express it mathematically. I would need to look into that. But technically, you just need to see in which direction the character is moving and then say more of that.
Technically, it is a prediction algorithm.
Yeah. And since the most effective way of walking is circle strafing, you probably don't even need a predictive algorithm. You could just assume that the player would walk in a circle, basically.
I mean, to a degree, you still need that, but yeah.
Probably. I have no idea.
I mean, this is still a predictive algorithm, even though it would be a very simple one.
Well, it would be something like getting your movement vectors and then adding certain pattern. Oh, whatever. Let's try something more positive.
Yeah, what's more positive, actually? You know what, chat? If you have also positive topic, just yeet it at me. I need positivity now. Yeah. You know what? The chiptune goes hardcore. It's just really good soundtracks, though. There we go. I mean, cats, yes. Ozone hole, I mean, wasn't there actually a new one a while ago? Because I definitely read about the fact that there was something that there is a new hole opening because like just someone started producing it again and everyone's like, what the fuck? Yeah, sorry about the whole ozone thing. Like the old one is from what I know still closing and all that, but yeah, there's a new one apparently. Huh? Hey, the thing is that there was that a new ozone hole in the ozone layer is forming somewhere else. It was a few years ago, because apparently.
Let me Google.
I remember something. I mean, it was about over.
Yeah, apparently there are two.
Mm-hmm. I know one over Antarctica and
One. Or both poles basically now. But the one over South Pole was the first one.
yeah.
I think that's closing still.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one was 2020 North Pole.
Oh. Yeah, because I remember someone started producing and I don't know how it's called in English, but like anti-ozone shit, which is like, how why are you doing this? Who is that?
Yeah, what's the current state of the ozone layer? That seems halfway through. this date it was before, roughly around 2040.
Okay. Nice. The second card is there.
But it is partially affected by temperature, so the warmer it is,
Obviously, it's also affected by temperature. Obviously! We can't have nice things.
I don't know if it's relevantly affected, but smaller temperatures around the ozone hole leads to a smaller ozone hole, so technically it's a bit of data since we're also having climate change a bit.
Huh.
Lots of things affected, like wildfires, partial things that get into the stratosphere from wildfires, increase the size of the ozone layer, but also decrease.
I couldn't hear you for a second.
Okay. That wildfires that spew their particles into the stratosphere also affect the ozone layer, but they produce both particles that widen and tighten the ozone hole.
Interesting.
But I don't know in which proportion that
I just have to put ozone billionaires. Yep, you know what? That sounds good. All the billionaires into pro-ozone treatment. We can just, grind them up and aerosolize them. That should probably do the trick.
You think they're good for the ozone layer?
Hey, we haven't tried. Just grind them all up and then that should be enough.
Good work.
Like, we don't even have that many billionaires, so we actually need to grind them all up at once, because that and also because that actually would make it so that we have actually enough amount to spread over the ozone layer if we vaporize it. That makes definitely a lot of sense. Yes. By the way, can I just on Discord maybe send you the monitor because
Monitor.
yeah, because it's really good music and I want you to hear it.
Okay. Use something you have to agree or you can't use Discord anymore.
Yeah, that's
good music.
It's good. It's really good music, no? I just wanted you to be like, yeah. Ah, big explosion. Also, Discord seems to be more stable now, I hope.
Who knows? I just went in.
You know what? Let's see if it's still unstable today. Hey. You know, this is probably the first time I see any boomer shooter using portals this efficiently and as part of the combat. And like, since Prey, and I just played Prey, but like, I don't think any else use it like that, which is cool. You got beaten your ass 3 times! Stop it! And you don't even let me let the guy talk when you're like, listen, I just want to talk, and he's like, no, I'm just gonna kill you. Like, okay. You're asking for this. This is a great level transition, though. Indestructible concrete. Well, that doesn't seem... Yep, there's the boss.
So, rocket launchers this time. Okay. Well, you ran fast enough.
Yeah. I mean, not that hard, but I mean, that actually was a much cooler boss fight because I couldn't just circle strafe.
See?
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
I mean, they didn't have a predictive, they just were like, here's a wave pattern and you can't just go around them. It's like, cool. It's just, I mean, it's not even as strong as episode 2 was as for Beyond Sunset, but I also kind of soloed that one, so. Good boss, though. I really like that. What do I get this time for a weapon? Good game so far, though. I will drink a bit of tea and cool the nerves. And then there's also the thing that, you know what's so stupid about AI and people really not realizing how big the crash is going to be that's upon us? Because the thing is, AI cannot replace humans. Period.
Not really, yeah.
But AI costs billions. Is literally could literally set up an ecocide in one of those areas of the USA where we do not want to have an ecocide. And crucially, salespeople can convince dumb fuck investors that AI could replace jobs. So what happens is they're gonna spend billions on a bubble that they are already, like, literally. Again, I just want to point out, Oracle gave millions to Nvidia. Oracle gave millions to OpenAI. OpenAI gave millions to buy from Nvidia. Nvidia gave millions to Oracle. You see the problem here where the money is going? While they all say we are generating new revenue. But yeah, people will convince people that they I can do it.
Still unstable, by the way.
What? Damn. That AI could do the job. Oh, what do we get here?
Plasma.
Plasma! And what happens is, basically, the jobs get replaced. At the moment people realize, hey, the shit isn't working. What is going on? They burned billions. They destroyed the job market. And all the people that could do the jobs are gone. Actually, you know what? Right now, that money is more like a fucking toilet drain. It just circles around over the same fucking points over and over again until, oops, it's gone. And like, we need to just fucking be ready for that, because like, how much this will crash and who will we let take the fall this time? Because remember, no one learned from the 2008 financial crisis. This one is going to be worse. The 2008 financial crisis was really fucking bad. And right now, you have a gigantic bubble, you have people literally destroying jobs, and the worst part is, we're going to realize that there's just so much fake money going around without value. And that's the thing. Money is fake, but there's also money that has no value other than, pretend value.
Oh,
that is the speculative money.
Money is technically a representation of resources and assets of the country.
Yeah, but the thing is, there are no resources in AI. The USA just gets blown up to hell and back.
Yeah.
And there will not be a stabilizing factor, because those are jobs that will be done. Like, you need to keep in mind, the bubble of 2008 was people buying homes with bad loans. It was still something that should have been illegal. They should have put way more fucking brakes onto the whole system. But crucially, and then basically a lot of the GDP of a lot of the value of the country was still valued in homes. So the moment all the mortgages of those homes became worthless, shit crashed. Now, and this is a crucial thing, homes have value. There is still a housing crisis. Keep that in mind. We still need to build more homes, ironically. And once then the fucking suburbs. But that's the thing. The 2008 crisis? Bad. It should not have happened. But it was about things that, it was literally about things that at least had some inherent value that you couldn't deny. A home above, a roof above everyone's head is value. Period. AI is inherently right now a grift that lives upon the promise that it can cannibalize other industries en masse, while costing gazillions. So when that implodes, the people, we're going to be in the position that companies can't make money because they don't have the people to produce things that make money. The thing that is supposed to replace the people doesn't work. The infrastructure that powers them is going to go offline because it's too expensive. And then you would need to technically hire people again, but you don't have the money to hire people to make things. Again, who will bail people out? Because let me tell you, the rich will 100% bank on the fact that the American public, who's right now strangled as fuck in terms of money, will bail them out. Maybe not. Oh, whoa, whoa. Huh.
Punch it.
do like that moment though, like, what am I? I'm like, don't even know what a human is, apparently. Okay, that music does go hard. I love Portals. Even if it's this really simple version, I really like what the game is doing. But yeah. Honestly, this is quite the zen game to a degree. Like, there we go. Like, yeah, it's kill everything in the room and continue, but like, you know, sometimes you just need a game where you just go in and kill everything in the fucking room. Which I'm doing right now, which is fun.
You had more fun than I with the demo I played today.
Yeah, the demo was a bit disappointing, wasn't it? Yeah, what was it called again? Morbid Metal, and then it was like over in seconds.
Not seconds. I played like 25 minutes or something.
It was, but like, it's very funny that they had a whole interview on PGS being like, oh, so many people die playing our game, and then like...
Well, he wasn't like boasting or anything. He was just like, lots of people are dying. But we also don't know how many tries they even had per attempt.
Yeah. It's just a weird statistic, because like, it definitely reads like he wanted to be like, oh, our game is hard.
No, he just said we want you to die because it's a roguelite, I think he said.
Yeah.
That's all. Like, he wasn't boastful or claiming stuff that probably wasn't true.
It did feel a bit boastful, but that is me. Ah! Ah! Yeah. Whew.
I get the feedback and I hope it helps.
Yeah.
The only thing I can say is, why is the meta progression in the game this easy?
I feel like a lot of...
please just don't do meta progression if you do not have a damn good reason for it. But that's subjective advice, because I don't like meta progression generally.
Actually, just...
Stuck.
No, I just was like, I can do this better. I know. No. Didn't hit the first ones.
And you hit yourself.
There we go. Because when you kill them with grenade launcher, they don't fly. There we go. That's probably the final level also. But,
I mean, lots of people like meta progression apparently.
it makes...
Look at Hades, for example. People like Hades. I will not dispute that it's probably a good game, but I personally don't like it.
I mean, meta progression kind of makes a game easier with time. So instead of, feeling like, oh, I need to start over again and, be better. Yes. It's, when I start, I'm just a bit stronger.
I think it makes it easier to design difficulty to some degree. Which I guess is good.
There had to be an ice joke in there, right?
Yep.
I mean, there the game just goes full Mega Man. I would say we're probably rebattling the bosses now. So, yep.
In terms of meta progression, actually, like more unlocking more characters and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, meta progression is like it. I mean, it depends also on the game type. Like, for example, meta progression in Payday or stuff, or co-op games that are like, oh, you have like missions or so you go through. Like, well, for Blood, Payday, etc. Payday, World War Z. That game is still kicking, by the way. That's good. You like that?
Yeah.
But roguelike, I guess. I get why not. I mean, that's the irony if you think about it. Back 4 Blood basically wanted to be more roguelike in how you approach levels, and the moment they gutted that, you like the game more.
Yeah.
I mean, it's autumn sales. Listen, my brain's currently poisoned, so the moment I wanted to say Steam Autumn Sale, my brain said, say Steam Autism Sale.
But they're selling my autism. I want it back.
No, because people keep posting pictures of it's finally autumn.
Huh?
Because it's autumn, and people post it's finally autism over autumn pictures.
Yay?
Yes, yay!
I don't understand it. But I guess it's pro diversity, so I'm for it.
You know what? I should probably ask someone, some artist, for like a small scribble where it's just like a speech bubble of like, it's finally autism, and you're just like, yay! I just don't have the money for that, but it would be very cute.
I don't know. So, why so many games? Wait,
What?
try these kinds of meta progressions where it's like... I guess it's because of Vampire Survivor?
Hades. It's because of Hades. Hades made it very popular. The thing is, and what I want to point out is that the reason a lot of games do meta progression is also just I would say, an inherent assumption about how people engage with games. Because, like, the idea is similar to the whole, difficulty debate. You will see people online saying, if you don't do that, you will sell less. And there is this idea that, if you have something that you just constantly get stronger, this is more rewarding and people like it more. Again, let's ignore that on a design level. This could make the game less interesting. Not hard or anything, and just less interesting. Because, having unlocks and having meta progression are two very, very different things. For example, in Hades, you basically do get stronger by unlocking stuff. But the thing is that if you, for example, look at something like
Tome?
Tome, Tales of Magial, there it is a roguelike. So if you die, you start from the beginning. But
Unless you found something to get an extra life. But yes.
yeah, but crucially, you can unlock other character classes to start with. Which is fundamentally a very different thing, because one makes you consistently stronger with each playthrough. The other gives you different options on how to start and progress through a playthrough. And yeah, in the end, you need to just keep in mind, what do you want more? Because let's just put it like this. I keep pointing to the aspect that games, on a fundamental level, work towards having a certain vibe. This is just like the fundamental end goal of every single design decision you make. Like, yes, moment to moment, it's like it could be about balancing or other stuff, how you implement things, but ultimately, every mechanic should feed into a larger vibe. For example, why does meta progression in games like, for example, Payday or Back 4 Blood work? Especially Payday 2, I would say. Because Payday wants to fundamentally abstract the idea of having a career in heisting.
It also implements the difficulties way better there. It's like you start on the lower ones, whatever you can handle, and then you grind up with your team to get better and better and better at it, to be able to tackle the higher difficulties.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in Hades, the game is beloved, trying to trash it too much, you basically start and then you're like,
keep doing it.
How much does the developer want me to grind before I reach the intended power curve to beat the game?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because technically I can beat it on first try, probably.
You can do all of them technically, but there is an intended power level with all of these meta progression games.
And I'm wondering, why aren't we starting there?
Yeah.
That's time waste.
Meanwhile, Payday is like, you should not start on DSOD. You can, theoretically, do some, but you should not. And unlocking things allows you to go into high difficulties, because higher difficulties have bigger payouts and better progression speed through your levels for more unlocks. Ergo, you do want to tune it up. And this is, again, part of the progression, because on one hand, you get actually better at the things you're doing. This is a crucial thing. You start out shit, you get good. That is a very important thing that for a meta progression to happen, but also at the same time, you have an incentive to play harder difficulties and experience things that just throw more at you. Because, like, yeah, Payday 2, you start out as a nobody, and just a few cops and FBI agents go after you. The better you get, and with the more armament you come, the more they have armor, etc. And then you fight literally the fucking army in the end.
Did you get to the point?
The thing is, this feeds into the general feeling of the game. While in a lot of games with progression, it's just, yeah, you just want to get to the intended power curve, not actually work your way through a power curve. And that's a different thing. I mean,
The way you phrase it sounds weird.
I mean,
Like, in Hades it's about your power curve, in Payday it's about your power curve in relation to the difficulty curve.
yeah,
Because both increase.
yeah, fair.
Which for some reason I vibe a lot more with. While, obviously, as we can say from the success of Hades, people like or at least tolerate it. I personally didn't like it. That and the hitboxes, they were kind of off. Which I probably fold the perspective for.
Yeah. But to ultimately, I think the point is more like meta progression is basically a thing that eases consequences. And if you want to play a roguelike game, and these games still use the label roguelike, you kind of want to have consequences. Those are part of the core game idea, the core game identity, actually.
It's at least the reason why I play them, yeah.
Oh wow. Game design talk, yay!
Like in-game getting a higher power curve, I have less of a problem
I mean,
with
duh, if you do it in-game, it is about you progressing to being stronger, you know.
on your own.
Yes. Again, in a roguelike, that is something that will be reset. It's inherent risk-reward value. Because, like, hey, if you have a roguelike, and that's the thing why roguelikes work in terms of that. See, levels in a roguelike are a reward for playing risky, okay? Like, you...
Oh, well.
Yeah, but like, let's just put it like this. Roguelikes are about, sorry. Roguelikes are simply about the fact that your ultimate, punishment for failing is complete reset. So you do, on a certain level, do not want to die. And one of the things is to not die, it's just you don't engage with combat. But crucially, most of these games work because, well, they go in and say, hey, you get rewarded for doing combat. That's why they work like that. You know? Okay, let's fuck up that new boss. There we go, even less of a problem. There we go. And we have the final cards unlocked. Die. I think we're just finishing this game up today, even if it's going a bit over time. I really like that music, it's just good. So, you know, it's just like this kind of anger you feel sometimes. I mean, I feel anger in this. Yeah. No. Need to approach this one smarter. It was a secret. Ah. It's just a con.
Corner secret.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, hey, Cine! Welcome! Welcome back! Howdy again! How you? Oh my god! How you? Ah, fuck! Why is my voice now giving in? Okay, how are you all doing? Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm going a bit overtime here, but like, I feel like I'm nearing the end, so just pull through, I would say. I mean, I think I am. Da, da, da. Okay, let's get this going then. I still find it funny that it's called the Burger Drone. Okay. Let's see what we have behind this. Okay, this looks doable. Because some of those later rooms were kind of insane. Like, there was just one where it's just like, the graphics of Shrine? Oh, what, isn't it played before? What game is Shrine? It could... And the Shrine isn't telling me anything. This is why I'm like, okay. But apparently very... Yeah, Retro FPS was... Okay, yeah, that is definitely different. That is, whee! That is Vibe Whiplash 1000. But hey, you know what? It's actually at least one thing is good, that the boomer shooter scene is doing so well right now. I mean, it's a bit weird that we're getting another, you know, another Blood remaster, but like, free, I should probably grab that, huh? But like, will I get it? Probably yes. Just to do another playthrough of. Yeah, I know, but like it's kind of interesting because like I'm still wondering how much is going to change, because I remember the original was like Fresh Supply was the best they could do because they didn't have the source code. Okay, but yeah, it was like, oh yeah, Fresh Supply, and then you have refreshed supply, and it's like, okay. I just wonder if they actually got the source code this time, which would be huge. Oh, what happened? Oh, where's... Damn. I mean, the thing is, I really thought like... I mean, I thought that source code was lost. Because it's the only reason why I could even think that they're doing this again, but like, yeah. What? Wait. Oi! Get down here! The boss's name is Laser Armor, yes. Ah! Okay, wait. So plasma and grenades are getting reflected back. Gotcha. There we go. So, boss rush done. Yeah, I was like, oh, so that's a gimmick of the boss. Let's see where this is going. Hellscape. Took me a while to fit there. Oh, you know what? Let me kill me. Kill me. There. Yeah, with grenades I was like, oh, okay, so this is how this is going. That's the name of the game right now. go. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, no. Oh, the door closes. Okay, honestly, maybe after I finish this run, I should definitely go and treat myself to some Indonesian food again. I mean, I have not used one of the power-ups yet, but I mean, I didn't need to. Huh. Question, sir, would you go eat Indonesian food with me?
And?
Do you like catfish?
Fish is okay, generally.
You probably would be more into the chicken in... the very spicy chicken. Indonesian food is good. Like, it kind of sucks that most people only know, you know, the fried rices from them, but like, I mean, those are also really good. They wouldn't be for you though, because they have peanuts. Which is delicious for me, but yeah.
That's okay, but I don't know.
Delicious for me, deadly for you. You know, that's the upside. Not here. She just literally doesn't like peanuts. Meanwhile, I love peanuts. What's up?
I wouldn't say I don't like peanuts, but the heterogeneity of the dish you describe is not my thing.
Make some roast over them for some crunch.
Yes, exactly. This is what I don't do. I can eat them just fine. I just don't like it very much.
Yeah, okay.
Very lucky in that regard.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I just noticed the misconception. That's why I wanted to clear it up.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not talking about an allergy here. Like, you know, I mean, I don't know. 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 The only allergies in this household are, well, your problem with pollen.
Yeah.
Pollen sucks. Every cat's dinner just wear gas mask for the rest of my. You know what? That is very understandable. Like,
Yeah. I know my blood technically says that I'm allergic to cats, but I just aren't.
Yeah. It's similar to me, like, you know, I was tested and they're like, no, you're not lactose intolerant. And but my bowel says, yes, you are. I was like, oh, wow. Fun. But yeah, allergic to cats, I would fucking hate it. My dad is, but he's still like, nah, cats are amazing. He rather suffers than not pet cats. Was still not good for him because like so kind of lived together. Like we lived in the same house as my grandparents for a while, and they had 3 cats, and one of them really loved me. And when she saw and you know, where like my grandparents were like on the 1st floor, we were on the 2nd floor, and if there was ever a chance, the cat, she would just like, I can sneak in and hop onto her like favorite chair and wait to get pets and cuddles. And, you know, then my dad came home and was like, "Oh God, everything is hell." Ooh, I'm in space. Space. Bro, I'm floating. Good thing we have movement tech. Ooh. Again, portal fuckery. I fucking love that. We need that more. Like, hey, this is like... Okay. This thing, I think I said it before. A while ago, I actually found a physical copy of Prey in like you know, the original Prey in a store near us. I could actually still grab an Xbox 360 version. I could say I own all the versions of Prey possible. Physical, Steam, and Xbox 360. You know what? If it's just $5, I do it for the meme. But anyway. But the thing is, I played it and I was like, hey, this is good. This is really good. Why did no one do more Portal thing? And then, wow. Jeezy Doom Senior, not disappointing. Damn. That's some nice visuals. Trippy. Oh, it's you again. Okay, what is the point of the plasma rifle being there at the very end if you... If bosses just reflect... I sometimes wonder why I don't have this kind of relatively good aim when I play multiplayer games. No. You can't be... Yes, I can!
Second form, go.
God, what is your problem? Get circle strafed again, asshole.
You're dead.
I don't even know if his plans are evil or just straight up dumb. Okay.
I think you should go to him. Yeah, I think we finally got it. This is a slight form of anti-circle strafing.
Why did... Okay. If I want to say one thing for the devs, maybe don't make it so that if a weapon is empty, that it automatically switches to plasma or grenades. That is evil during a boss fight, if they reflect. Wait, what? That's the thing. Sometimes I get hit from stuff I can't see. It's just like... Yep. Win to win, I suppose, but... we go. Ah. I didn't use it. Ah. Oh my god, it's sequel baiting. What the fuck? Thanks. Okay. Ah, hey Gail, it's what are you doing? Ah. You really just came in when I defeated the final boss. Hey, he got circle strafed, but yeah, that was the Indonesian boomer shooter Mala Petaka. Good stuff, honestly, really good stuff. So like, if you like some more trippy chiptune Mega Man style shooters, damn. People have impeccable timing to... By the way, she looks hot. I want to know more of her. So yeah, looking forward to that free expansion. I don't know how many did I kill. I think I left out a few people. But hey, no items used. Woo! On hard. So this was a challenge run just by me being lazy as fuck. There are just some mechanics I usually don't engage with shooters. 99% kills!
Items.
I couldn't pick all of them up, obviously. I don't know.
Or you could have just shot the grenade launcher, hurt yourself, and then pick them up.
Yeah, point, but am I really like that?
Yeah.
Oh. You know, it sounds like it counts really fast, but it's kind of slow. That is the slowest percent uptick I've seen. I wonder if something went wrong in the background there.
Maybe.
Maybe. But yeah, boomer shooters have really good run this year. With this and Beyond Sunset. Can recommend. Good boomer shooter. Support indie games, especially those from the Global South. Okay, 95. Well, now it counts definitely fast enough. I count faster, yeah. It definitely needs to count a bit faster. But yeah, what a bait! It's like the reason we imprisoned you. Someone else comes and blasts their head off. Like, okay, good. Not like I would like to know some answers. Okay, how long did I sit on this thing?
Few hours.
Few hours, yeah. So how are y'all doing? How's it going, Gillet Space? How did your stream went? How did your stream go? What was on the agenda today? Yeah, it was working a bit more on Godot and, well, you know, finishing up Boomer Shooter. And hey, I've made an autoload script in Godot, so all my character stats are now all, you know, always available, and it works. That sounds nice. Yeah, I think they could do the counting a little bit faster, just saying.
especially here because what did the devs say? Was saying how long does a average playthrough take?
I don't know.
It was something like 12.
That was for Silent Hill F.
Oh, then I'm mixing those up.
You literally mixed this up. We're playing Silent Hill F tomorrow again, and maybe we're sitting 6 hours again on it. How is this still happening? I don't know, Dead Camper. It just kept counting. Hey, from the start, that sounds interesting. Two games, basically. How was that one called again, the other one? On Steam, the boomer shooter?
Which one?
That
one in chat?
Yeah.
Oh.
I forgot.
Shrine, I think.
Shrine and From the Star. Hey. Yeah, there you see? If you like it.
Shrine seems to be for free.
Yeah, they're for free. 1 and 2 are for free.
Nice.
Nice. Hey, a bit more for the library. And yeah. You can see here. Yeah, if you leave a review, probably will do that. Does help. And yeah. Thanks everyone for tuning in today to this final part of the challenge run. Yeah, if I can, I will treat myself to some Indonesian foods next month. It's good food. Anyway, yeah. Hope you enjoyed the time here, even if the timing was impeccable again. Yeah. Tomorrow, Silent Hill F. We already whacked someone, so we're gonna whack more. I need to get more whacking footage for my montage. I like the whacking though; it's good. Good whacking. Okay. Yeah. Sorry for a few that just really tuned in at the very end. It's just unfortunate timing, really. Really unfortunate timing. But I hope you all had at least a good weekend so far and a nice start into the week, because I know it was like not the best for me at least, so it happens. Yeah, it's the thing. Sometimes you miss something, sometimes you don't. That's just how it goes.
Well, worst case scenario, if you really want to catch up, the thing will be uploaded.
There is a VOD. Yes, it's gonna be on YouTube. I'm pretty solid about that. But yeah, very big thanks for tuning in. And otherwise, see you tomorrow. Silent Hill F. We're gonna whack more misogyny, because like that's the game. It's just kind of, it's like, I find it so funny. Seriously, like that some people say, "Oh, the game is pretty, subtle in the beginning." I'm like, what do you mean with subtle? Like, even how they talk, they're equating marriage to a funeral. The game is not subtle. I fucking love it. Yeah. See you tomorrow. Gonna have some, again, big whiplash from chiptune, sugar rush shooting to bonk. Yeah. Have a good night. Have a wonderful weekend ahead of you. And see you all. Goodbye.